Hello, my Cancer friends. This is going to be a bi-weekly tarot forecast for the next 2 weeks. I've switched it up a little bit to be, I'll be doing these every 2 weeks instead of one because I just can't keep up with that pace. As a single mom and a business owner, it's just impossible. So, and I don't want you guys to miss out on your messages. So I'm doing them for the next 2 weeks. Cancer, your message is pretty straightforward here. There's something in your past, and as usual, I've shuffled the cards and already laid them out, and let's jump right in. In the past, you have the Empress card, which is a situation of feeling abundant, birthing. This is my birthing card. So for some of you, yes, that might mean that you just had a baby. But for others of you, this is about birthing into your reality something you've been trying to create or something you created. This could be a new job. This could be a relationship. This could be however you understand it in your life. Remember, this is a collective reading. But this is the energy in the recent past that affects your present, right? It's like you brought in this new reality or you brought in this new situation, whether it's a new child, whatever this is, and in the present, you get the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands it feels like a burden almost. You see this card where it's like, okay, well, I'm at the end now. I got what I wanted kind of thing. Like I've got all my wands here, but they're heavy. The load feels really heavy. It's like whatever this is that you just burst into your world, that you brought into your world feels a lot heavier than what you expected. In what you expect category, you have the Star card. You had big dreams here, Cancer. You saw something like, if I could only have this in my life, it would be so great. Like this is wishes coming true, right? Something you have created in your world was a wish coming true. That's what you expected. What you desire now is just to be able to hold on to your sanity, hold on to what you have, be able to just maintain everything that you have now to be able to get through this. Unexpected unknown factors. Again, now you have the work card, the Eight of Pentacles, which talks about working, creation, pentacles. But again, it's like work. This is coming up in unexpected unknown factors. Why? I think that's why you're feeling like it's a burden or you're feeling heavy, even though this is something you wanted. This is definitely something you wanted, that you have been trying to bring into your world because it's a wish coming true. You just didn't expect it to be all this darn work. It's a lot more work than you expected. Some of you, this might be a new business because in the last week of April, so the first week of this reading, the last week of April, you get the Ace of Wands, which is like it's a yes card. It's an action card. It's a momentum moving forward. It can be business, new idea, new. It's the one, right? It's a new road. That is kind of symbolized here. You birthed something into your world and it's like, okay, now we're at one, right? Some of you, this might be a child's first birthday. I don't know. However you understand it. Or it could be like your first year reunion of something that you've been working your butt off for. Here nor there. This card represents business and activity, energy, moving forward in a positive direction. There's nothing not positive about this card. The only reason you feel that way is because it's taking a lot longer than what you thought it was going to take. It's almost like, before I use this example because it's just so fitting right here, but it could be different for each one of you. It's like before you have your first child, you expect it to be all like beautiful and roses and easy. And then you get up, to 3 or 5 months or 6 months after you have this child and you have bags under your eyes and saggy boobs and tired like you have never been tired in your life. And you're like, oh my God, this is a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. But that doesn't mean it's not worth it. Doesn't mean that you're not embarking on the right journey. Usually the things that are worth it the most tire us out. But that's where the second week comes in. So this will be the first week of May. So the last week of April has you really focused on working hard to continue to bring this new energy into your world and to master this new energy, to carry in a new direction, right? And the second week of this reading, so the first week of May, is about you really understanding that you can and you are manifesting your own reality. The Queen of Pentacles she's like this card in action. Your reading is all talking about the manifestation here, that you are creating something new in your world. And she again shows you that, this is going to bring coin. This is going to bring whatever this coin represents to you, support. Coins represent support, financial support, emotional support, however you understand that in this reading, however that applies to you. But I also do feel here that you have to remember, because see, when I pulled your clarifiers, it really hit me. And just in case there's any doubt, the card on the bottom of this deck is the Knight of Pentacles, which yet again talks about a progression of manifestation here. See, we go from the Knight to the Queen. The thing about the Pentacles, though, you guys, you have to understand, and you have 4 cards in here that are all Pentacles out of like 8 cards that I pulled. And Pentacles are a very slow moving energy. That doesn't mean that there's nothing happening. Thing is, it's happening maybe below the surface. But when I pulled these cards as your clarifiers, it really brought your reading into full focus. It's like whatever this situation is that you brought in and you've been trying to manifest and you've been trying to take you somewhere that you've been working your butt off for, it has the potential to cause chaos and conflict in your world if you don't manage it correctly. If you look at this situation as it is heavy and it's a burden, then it's going to look like Caleb, that's my son's name, like chaos and conflict. But if you can just be the observer, that means observe the situation, step back, don't feel the need to act on it right away. This is the action card. It means observe your actions. Don't just react to anything that you think is chaos or conflict right now. Because what is going on is a change in the wind. You are bringing something into your world right now, and that doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it is definitely going to be worth it. The Queen of Pentacles, she may take some time to develop. These Pentacles may be the slow moving pace of the deck, but I want you to remember the story of the turtle and the hare. It's not always the first person to the finish line, or it's not always the fastest person. Let me rephrase that. It's not always the fastest person who gets to the finish line first. It's the person who's methodical, who does things one step at a time, very carefully. Who gets to that goal eventually. And I just keep seeing a plant. I just keep seeing, when you plant a seed, it's not like I remember when I was a little girl, I'd plant with my grandma and then I'd run outside the next day and there'd be no leaves poking out of the dirt, and I'd be so sad and I felt like such a failure. And I remember her telling me it takes time. She's a little French lady. It takes time, Tracy, it takes time. So please remember that in your world. Just because you don't see that fruits of your labor popping up above the surface yet doesn't mean that those roots aren't taking shape underneath. That's exactly what I see through your entire reading, Cancer, is your roots are taking shape. You're developing the skills you need in order to really move forward in this direction. So I know it's been a little bit heavy. You can definitely feel that in your energies. And that just means that you need to take a break and you need to go do something to change your vibration. Do something that fills your cup up and makes you feel less obligated and more free. And watch that pace, that slow pace will start to pick up again. I want you to remember that energy you can control. Okay, so you know how sometimes time speeds by really fast and other times it goes really slow. And we all know that if you're in a torturous situation, it takes forever. And when you're having fun, it's gone, right? So when you're in a challenging situation like this and you're trying to build something and it's taking a while, do whatever you can to go do something and distract yourself for a little while. Because when you get into that energy, it speeds up the pace and your goals will arrive in your life sooner than what you expect. Cancer, I hope that you guys have a great next couple of weeks. Just be the observer. Watch everything that's going on in your world. Talk to yourself. Remind yourself that just because you can't see the leaves yet doesn't mean that they're not being created in the background. And get excited because the Queen of Pentacles is no joke. She comes with some money, let me tell you, and some support and some foundation and stability. I hope you guys have a great rest of your month and the beginning of next month, and I will see you back here in a couple of weeks. And if you found this helpful, please let me know in the comment section below, because feedback is always very helpful for me and it keeps me motivated to continue to do these readings even when I'm tired. So thank you so much. And if you would like information on how to get your own private tarot or mediumship reading, you can contact me on my website, THMedium.ca. Have a great couple of weeks, guys.